Well, I hope you're ready for some unindoctrination because here it comes, ready or not. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, also known as your mailman. Happy to be here. Just something I wanted to get off my chest. It's short, it's brief, but it needs to be said, and it's probably a pipe dream, but it still needs to be said because our community really is in crisis, and the ability that we have to do amazing things and to make a difference in our world is being destroyed by fraudulent, it's being destroyed by fake, it's being destroyed by phony people saying fake, fraudulent, and phony things. I want to talk to you briefly today about the searing need for peer review in the alternative media, which I consider us a part of. Real truthers would welcome this, should welcome this, and I believe do welcome this. But the phonies, the false, the fraudulent, they flee from it, and they flee from it consistently. Just to frame my comments, folks, I want to share with you really quickly what a peer review is, what I'm talking about, what I mean. So, real quickly, a peer review. This is what a peer review is. And we'll be back tonight at 11 p.m. Central Time for Late Night in the Heartland, a 2-hour call-in show. We take friends from foes. We take calls from foes. We take calls from friends. We take calls from everybody who has the balls to make the call. So peer review is the evaluation of work by one or more people with similar competencies as the producer of certain works. And that is what a peer is. People that have similar competencies as those that produce any work. And peer review is the evaluation of that work by people that do the same kind of work. Why is it needed? Because it functions as a form of self-regulation by qualified members, qualified by the fact that they're doing the same deal that these doers are doing, qualified members of a profession within the relevant field. Peer review methods are used to maintain quality standards, improve performance, and provide credibility. In academia, scholarly peer review is often used to determine an academic paper's suitability for publication. Peer review can be categorized by the type of activity and by the field of profession in which the activity occurs, ladies and gentlemen. The problem with the greatest thing about YouTube is that anybody can have a channel. The worst thing about YouTube is that anybody can have a channel. And the reason why most of us that are our content providers here on YouTube are here is because we're sick and tired of the regime media. But now there's many people that are here with us that are part of the regime media. We know now that the regime media doesn't even require sourcing anymore. They publish anonymous sources. They say whatever they want to say about whomever they want to say, about anything that they want to say, and they do it with no sourcing, no credibility. And as a result, we have people that have terrible quality standards. We have people that have no credibility, and we have people that are incompetent here on YouTube, and nobody is here. Nobody who is here is willing to accept peer review. Now, I understand that you can't make a body. You could make a volunteer body, I guess, that would serve to be a source of peer review. But I'm talking about channels that produce material and then have another channel of comparative size say to them, wait a minute, you can't say that. Where's your proof? But the channels that are saying these things will not open themselves to proof, to verification, to reliability. Jeff, why do you care? Well, here's why I care. More and more every day, more and more people are coming to YouTube believing that it is a source of alternative, credible information. And depending upon where they land, they may realize that this is not a source of credible information, and our chance to communicate with them is lost forever. What I want is I want people that go on YouTube to be willing to listen to people that are of a comparative channel size and be willing to submit the facts and the claims and the teachings that they make on YouTube to the review of other like-sized channels who have expertise within the areas that they say they're talking about. That is what I would like to see. That's a perfect world. You know how many times I've tried to get a person producing material on YouTube to allow for peer review, and they simply won't because they're afraid, they're frightened, they're scared. They will not let anyone check their receipts. Like I said yesterday, the fluffy bunnies, our friends over in the New Age, say, well, it's my truth. Now we are just as bad as the fluffy bunnies. We're worse because we say we're truth seekers, but now those are my convictions and they're not subject to debate. This is my beliefs and it's not subject to debate. Says who? If you claim you're a truther, if you claim you're a truth seeker, and then claim what you say and what you believe is not subject to review or debate, then you are a liar. You are not a truth seeker. That's how I see it. Let me look at how you see it here in the chat room as we close this up real quickly. Brandon is calling for a peer review because things are going crazy. And I agree 100%. Tracy says that you just remember, if a truther is dishing out false info, they may be getting paid to do so. It's hard for me to believe that. And I know, our business is conspiracy. Our business is chicanery. Our business is seeing things that happen that we don't want to believe happen. But it's hard for me to believe that some of these people are getting paid, but maybe they are. Maybe they are. Tracy also says there are disinfo operatives everywhere. And yes, there really are. Andrew says they say so much bull that it's hard to follow the truth. And Tracy says maybe associating with the community is a problem that needs to be rectified. Yeah, the community itself is broken. Let's see what else happens. Tracy, it sounds like a fault that could be blamed on YouTube. I don't think so, Andrew, because YouTube just provides the platform. Now, they do police it, obviously, to a degree they're not supposed to, but that's going to come to an end and is coming to a screeching halt. Check with us back tonight at 11, and we'll talk about that a little bit. Andrew says, whose fault is it? Well, it is the fault of the providers for providing crap. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the fault is for the people that consume crap and continue to consume crap. Most of us, first time we get a bite of shit, we don't want anymore. There's some of you that grow to like it. There's a word for that. I don't know what it's called. But there is a responsibility on the producers of content. They've already shown they can't be trusted. They've already shown that they're whores, that they're pimps, that they're bought and paid, and that they just don't give a damn. They're here to make money. And unfortunately, the way you make money on YouTube is to have more subscribers and watch for more minutes and have people buy shit. And for some reason, we got a bunch of people suffering from that malady. Laura says our media sources have slowly turned to communist China. It may well be happening within our community as well. We can do reaction videos. It gets tiresome to have to do it. And when you do it, you call attention to somebody that you don't want to have attention, but that is a means that is afforded to us, fact checker videos. That is a means that is afforded to us. Lionel says, don't break my truth, brah. I'm with you. Daniel says that people need to learn to be open-minded and also, before they believe or dismiss anything, to just research the topic on their own. Absolutely. 15 YouTubers gone within an hour today. There should have been a lot more than 15. A lot more than 15. Tell It To Me says, are there too many gullible people? Yes. And Daniel hits the nail on the head. Most YouTube content creators are just trying to get likes and subs, sadly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the way it is. And Abandon asks you, come on, man, please stop eating shit. And Lionel very kindly says that, points to a video I did about young Pharaoh's stance on Scientology, Dianetics, L. Ron Hubbard. He says you did it with respect and going point by point. It wasn't quite that, but I see what you're saying was very close, because we were actually bringing new information that wasn't available to young Pharaoh when he made that video. But there's people I would love to come out, because they're saying ridiculous things. When somebody's saying that the president of the United States is feeling better because he's eating baby blood from dead children, you shouldn't be able to say that without providing a source. And I'm calling upon producers to be to have more accountability and to have more integrity. I won't hold my breath. And I'm calling upon YouTube consumers to ask for more, to demand more, and to watch less the people that won't subject themselves to peer review. I have a much higher belief in the people that watch than I do in the people that produce. Ultimately, it's in your hands, but we are missing many opportunities to become a more powerful alternative news providing community because of people that refuse peer review, and because of people that won't refuse people that refuse peer review. We need peer review in the alternative media. Real truth seekers welcome it, and the phonies, the frauds, and the fakes, they flee. And as Cynthia says with the last word, they are no better than the regime media, because they are part of the regime media. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. I am making my rounds, bringing you the truth, knowing that I can't make you believe it, bringing you water, knowing I can't make you drink, bringing you objective information, knowing I can't make you think, but I will still keep my appointed rounds. We'll see you tonight at 11 p.m. for Late Night in the Desert. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, ask questions, question answers, unindoctrinate yourself, and then get ready to change the world, because things are going to be better than they've ever been, sooner than you can even imagine, because we are the last generation of real humans, and we are getting busy. Just a late breaking comment from Lady Justice. She says she welcomes peer review, fair and balanced. She's exasperated with the blatant censorship and banning of anyone who speaks out against narratives, and she is ready for the bottom to bust out. I agree 100%. We will see you tonight at 11 p.m. And until then, you've got mail.